It's Chambersburg versus Northeastern in today's Brainbuster Showdown. Get ready for an exciting contest here on WGAL8 Brainbusters.
From Studio B, this is WGAL8 Brainbusters. Now, here's your host, Rich Rosen.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a half hour of challenging questions and answers. Now, if you were watching last show, you know that Redland did very well, and they will advance in our tournament to round two. Today, we welcome two newcomers, Chambersburg and Northeastern, and they are ready for the Brainbusters Challenge. Who will return for round two? Well, we're going to find out shortly. We wish everybody luck. But before we get started, let's take a moment to meet our teams. So first, it's a pleasure to welcome the Chambersburg area senior high school team. First, we have James. He's a senior. The captain is Amr. He's a junior. And then Lilybeth. She is a sophomore. We have two coaches. First, Mrs. Andrea Moore. She is the gifted support teacher. And Mr. Andy Barrier. He teaches English, AP English to be specific, and radio and video production classes. Welcome to the Chambersburg area senior high school team. And now, let's head over to Northeastern High School and meet our team from Northeastern. First, we have Briley. She is a freshman. The captain is Calvin. He is a senior. And finally, Kyle. He is a freshman. And next to Kyle is Mr. Douglas Myers. He is the coach, and he teaches mathematics. Welcome, Northeastern High School Brainbusters team. Well, players, get ready. It's time to kick off with today's opening round. Each question, of course, is worth 10 points, and there's never a penalty for an incorrect response. So pick up your signaling buttons, and let's get started now with this 10-point question. Birds of a Feather became the most streamed song on Spotify for 2024. Amr.
Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish is the artist who reached this milestone. Good anticipation. It's the letter C with a circle around it. What does the symbol stand for? Amr again.
Copyright.
Copyright. You are correct again. According to tradition, he ruled Rome from 753 to 716 BC after killing Amr.
Augustus.
Oh, no, sorry. I'm going to complete the question for Northeastern. After killing his twin brother Remus. Who was he, Calvin?
Romulus.
Romulus is correct for 10 points, yes. The Gaza Strip is in Israel. In what Asian city is the Ginza Strip located? Oh, and we stumped you on Tokyo, Japan. The binary system is based on the number 2. What number is the basis of the hexadecimal system? Lilybeth.
6.
Oh, no, sorry. Calvin.
8.
No, you're both incorrect. It's 16 is the correct answer. In a letter to Theodore Roosevelt, Secretary of State John Hay described it as a splendid little war. It lasted from April to July 1898. What war was it? Calvin.
Spanish-American War.
You're correct for another 10 points. This French word refers to an overused phrase that has become duller than dishwasher or dishwater, or as limp as a rag, or dry as dust, or flat as a tire. What is this 6-letter word? And that's Amr. I'm sorry, Lilybeth.
Blase.
Sorry?
Blase.
No, sorry, incorrect. Northeastern? We stumped you. The word is cliché. He followed Stalin in 1953 and was replaced by Leonid Brezhnev in 1964. Who was this Soviet leader? Calvin.
Khrushchev.
He's the one for 10 points. The Grand Tetons rise above the Snake River in this western state. What is this mountainous state? Calvin again.
Nevada.
No, sorry, incorrect. Chambersburg, Amr.
Colorado.
You're both incorrect. Sorry, it's Wyoming is the correct response. It's a grass that can grow to be more than 100 feet high, mostly in tropical or subtropical zones. It's used to make houses, furniture, baskets, and musical instruments. Kyle.
Bamboo.
Bamboo were, of course, eaten by big, giant pandas. Good for you for 10 points. He could doubt everything except that he was doubting, which implied the existence of a doubter. Or as he put it, I think, therefore I am. Who was this French philosopher, Amr? Sorry, that's incorrect. Any idea, Northeastern? Kyle.
Food.
No, sorry. The correct answer is Rene Descartes. I think, therefore I am. Known for its elaborate canal system and houses with gabled facades, and of course the Rijksmuseum. What is this Dutch capital city? And that's James.
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam, the Netherlands, you are correct. He is said to have said, "Give me a lever and a place on which to stand, and I move the earth." Who was this Greek? Kyle.
Archimedes.
Archimedes was this Greek scientist of the 2nd century BC. Because they were formed by the decay of plants and animals that lived long ago, coal, petroleum, and natural gas have a common name. Lilybeth.
Fossils.
Fossil fuels, you are correct, good for you. In 1565, this country established the first permanent European settlement in what is now the United States at St. Augustine, Florida. Calvin.
Spanish.
Spanish or Spain was the first colonial power, yes. He wrote the short story The Devil and Daniel Webster. He wrote the long poem John Brown's Body, for which he won the Pulitzer Prize. Who was he? Calvin?
Smith.
Not he, no. Any idea? Chambersburg Area Senior High School? No, we stumped you on Stephen Vincent Benet. It lies east of Colorado and also north of Colorado. Which state is it? Almer.
South Dakota.
Oh, no, sorry. Any idea? Calvin?
Montana.
You're both incorrect. Sorry, it's Nebraska is the correct response. Although he may never have lived, he's a national hero in Switzerland. What marksman with a crossbow is said to have shot an arrow from his son? Kyle.
Robin Hood.
Not he, no, sorry. With an arrow from his son's head rather than a bow before a tyrant. Amr. No, sorry. That was William Tell. Well, that sound takes us to the end of the round and to our first break. It gives us all a chance to relax for a bit, and that's a good thing. But we have a great game going, 40-60, but we have a lot more questions to pose to these students, including the one-on-one rapid fire. And that's coming up when WGAL 8 Brainbusters continues after this brief break.
WGAL 8 Brainbusters will return after this. Participants on WGAL 8 Brainbusters each receive this custom USB drive wristband, and the top 4 winning teams will share grants totaling $10,000. So good luck, teams. Now, back to your host, Rich Rosen.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back to our competition between Chambersburg and Northeastern. Now, currently, Northeastern has a slight lead of 60 to Chambersburg 40. But everything can change now because we're heading into today's one-on-one rapid fire. This is where we pit our individual players against each other, and we get to learn a little bit about them. So first, let's say hello to James. James, it's nice to have you here. This is your first time here. The question for this round of play is, what do you hope to accomplish in the next 5 years?
I hope to go to college and study psychology, and I really want to go on a trip to Europe. Specifically Italy.
Well, wonderful work. Keep working toward that. And Briley, what about you? What do you hope to accomplish in the next 5 years?
I hope to graduate high school with as close to a 4.0 GPA and then get into University of Miami for marine biology.
Well, wow. Keep that focus, and I know you'll achieve it, and I hope you'll achieve well, James and Briley, as we put you two one-on-one. Biologically, it's the stage between a caterpillar and a butterfly. What is this silken pod? Briley.
Cocoon.
Cocoon is correct for 10 points. In its 1803 decision in the case of Marbury versus Madison, it first declared a law passed by Congress unconstitutional. What judicial body did this? James?
The judicial branch?
No, sorry, I cannot accept that. Briley, any idea?
Supreme Court.
Can you ring in, please? Briley.
Supreme Court.
The Supreme Court is the judicial body that did this. Good for you for 10 points. And finally, in its optical phenomenon that creates the illusion of water or distant objects caused by the distortion and inversion of light rays through alternate layers of hot and cool air. What is this optical illusion called? You're in the desert and you may see water. You're going to see a mirage. 40-80. We still have a lead for Northeastern, but Chambersburg's in there beautifully with 40 points. Now we get to meet our two captains. So first, from Chambersburg, it's a pleasure to say hello to Amr. You've been here before, and nice to have you back. So tell us, what do you hope to accomplish in the next 5 years?
I hope to be studying biology at a prestigious college and hopefully applying to graduate schools.
Well, sounds like you're setting yourself up for success. Good for you. Calvin, the captain from the team from Northeastern, what about you?
I plan to go to a local college or university and major in either philosophy or history, and then get ready to apply to grad school within those 5 years.
Well, it's a clear vision, and we wish you best of luck. And we wish Amr and Calvin best of luck as we put you two one-on-one. Robert Sherwood won the 1939 Pulitzer Prize for a play about him. Carl Sandburg won the 1940 Pulitzer Prize for a biography about him. Who was this U.S. president? Calvin? No, not he, sorry. Amr? Amr?
Ronald Reagan.
No, sorry. It's Abraham Lincoln is the correct answer. The sinking of this ship by a German submarine on May 7th, 1915 helped bring the United States into World War I. What was this British liner? Oh, back to world history, you'll remember the Lusitania. And finally, it's a musical note. It's a computer language. It's a vitamin. It's 100. What is this letter of the alphabet? Amr.
D.
Not D, no, sorry. Calvin. C is the correct answer. D is 500 in Roman numerals. Well, C is 100. 40 to 90. Now let's meet our final players in today's competition. First from Chambersburg, a pleasure to welcome back Lilybeth. Hope you're having a good time, but we want to hear about what you hope to accomplish in the next 5 years.
In the next 5 years, I intend to be accepted into an HBCU and preferably major in political science or investigative journalism.
Fantastic. I love the ambition. Keep pushing forward. Kyle, what about you? What do you hope to accomplish in the next 5 years?
In the next 5 years, I hope to go to a prestigious college and major in biotechnology.
Well, that's an inspiring goal. Keep chasing it. And Lilybeth and Kyle chase after these 3 questions as we put you two one-on-one. When an electron traveling near the speed of light collides with a positron, the two particles are converted into energy. What famous formula expresses this transformation? Lilybeth.
E equals MC squared.
You are correct. Worked in your favor, a little guessing, yes. When two males fight, they grab each other with their small forearms and kick each other in the stomach with their hind legs while balancing on their tails. What are these marsupial mammals, Kyle?
Kangaroos.
Kangaroos is correct for 10 points. And finally, its formal name is the International Court of Justice. Its location, The Hague, Netherlands. What is it more commonly called? Lilybeth?
NATO.
No, sorry. Great guess, though. Kyle, any idea? Kyle?
International Criminal Court.
No, good. Excellent guesses. It's called the World Court. Okay, 50 to 100. It's now time to pick up the pace and play today's 60-second team lightning round. We see how our teams work as teammates together collaboratively. James and Lilybeth, you're going to work with Amr, and Amr, you have the luxury, if you will, of selecting first among these 3 quizzes. We have first letters, true potpourri, and by the numbers.
First letters.
First letters. Some people, places, and things are best known by their first letters. JFK, SAT, and MIT, for example. So for 10 points each, what do each of these 3 first letters stand for? Amr, I take your answer as the team's answer. James and Lilybeth are going to help you along. We're going to put 60 seconds on the clock, which will begin after I finish reading the first question. So good luck to all 3 of you, and here we go. On your college application, your GPA. Grade point average.
Grade point
In
average.
chat speak, it's LOL.
Laughing out loud.
Correct. On a memo, it's FYI.
For your information.
Correct. In American history, it was the CSA. Confederate States of America. On Wall Street, it's an IPO.
Skip.
Initial public offering. On the president's cabinet, it's HUD, HUD. Housing and urban development. For a group of fractions, it's the LCD.
Lowest common denominator.
Correct. In politics, it's the Republicans, the GOP.
Grand old party.
Correct. To Scotty Scheffler, it's the PGA. Professional Golfers Association. In an emergency, use CPR.
cardiac pulmonary resuscitation.
Cardiopulmonary resuscitation. Sorry, in the business world, it's IBM. International Business Machines. Driving down the highway, it's a BMW.
Berlin Motor Works.
Bavarian Motor Works. Sorry, for a credit card, it's the APR. That's annual percentage rate. We had 4 correct. A little stumbling occurred, but we'll see what happens. So 40 points came your way. Calvin, Briley, Kyle, is this a break for you? Well, we're going to find out shortly with the 2 remaining quizzes. We have By the Numbers and True Potpourri. Calvin's consulting with his players. Any idea?
By the numbers.
By the numbers. Okay. For this quiz, all you need to know is a number of numbers, large and small. So for 10 points each, let's do this by the numbers. Here's number 1. Calvin, I take your answer as the team's answer. Briley and Kyle are ready to help you along. We're going to put 60 seconds on the clock, which will begin after I finish reading the first question. So good luck, and here we go. The number of original colonies.
13.
13 is correct. In a computer, the number of bits in a byte. 8. In a nursery rhyme, the number of blackbirds baked in a pie. 24. A perfect score in either the math or reading sections of the SAT.
800.
Correct. Barack Obama's number as president.
44.
44. Yes, the number of squares on a chessboard.
64.
Correct. Abraham Lincoln's number as president.
16.
16. Yes, in Roman numeral, it's a D.
500.
500. Yes, the atomic number of carbon.
4.
6. The number of little women in Louisa May Alcott's novel.
10.
4. The number of valves on a trumpet.
3.
Is correct. This constitutional amendment gives 18-year-olds the right to vote.
20.
26. The form most people use when filing their taxes. That's the 1040. The number of white stripes on the U.S. flag.
7.
6. There are 6 white stripes. A little faltering. We had 7 correct, so 70 points came their way. 90 to 70. Chambersburg, they have their work cut out for it, but they can do it beginning with today's bonus Brainbuster. So during our break, our teams will wager 0 to 25 points based on their knowledge of classical literature. That's an appropriate category for high schoolers. So we'll have the bonus Brainbuster and, of course, the all-important Final Frenzy. And WGAL8 Brainbusters continues following this.
Watch all this season's episodes of WGAL8 Brainbusters anytime on WGAL.com. Our online home also includes our tournament schedule and a chance to learn more about the show and host Rich Rosen. Scan the QR code with your phone or go to WGAL.com and click on Brainbusters.
Well, hi, everybody. Welcome back to Studio B and our competition between Chambersburg and Northeastern. Northeastern has a lead right now, but it doesn't matter because we're only halfway through. We've got 2 more important rounds, including today's bonus Brainbuster. Now, during our break, our teams wagered 0 to 25 points based on their knowledge of classical literature. Let's head into the News 8 newsroom with Michael Fuller. He has today's question. Michael.
Thanks, Rich. Now, here's your bonus Brainbuster. This epic poem, attributed to Homer, tells the story of the Trojan War and the adventures of Odysseus as he tries to return home. What is the title of this epic? Again, this epic poem, attributed to Homer, tells the story of the Trojan War and the adventures of Odysseus as he tries to return home. What is the title of this epic? Good luck with your answer. Now back to Studio B, Rich.
Thank you, Michael. Good luck, teams. We'll give you about 5 seconds. Okay. Calvin is writing his answer down. Little consultation from his team members. Amr already wrote his answer down, so we'll wait for Calvin. Calvin, you feel comfortable? You shut the pen? Make sure. Okay, we always start with Amr, this side of the set, and you said the Odyssey. No, I'm sorry, that is incorrect. So we're going to deduct 15 points from your score, taking you to 75. Kelvin, what about you? Did you come up with the correct answer? Also the Odyssey. No, deduct 10, but the correct answer is the Iliad. is the correct response. So nobody got that answer correctly, but we have a score of 75 to 160. All right, we have our work cut out for us. Let's get to work now with today's final frenzy. This time we have 20-point questions. It still is anybody's game. Baffin Bay and the Davis Strait separate this country from Canada. What large island is it? Amr.
Greenland.
Greenland is correct. The Roman alphabet has 26 letters and X is the 24th. The Greek alphabet has only 24 letters. What is the 24th letter of the Greek alphabet? Kyle.
X.
Nope, sorry, incorrect. Lilybeth.
Zeta?
No, you're both incorrect. Sorry, it's Omega. Nevsky Prospect is the most famous street in this city, which lies on the delta of the Neva River and on the Gulf of Finland. What city was formerly known as Leningrad? James.
Moscow.
No, sorry. Calvin.
St. Petersburg.
You are correct for 20 points. Baseball is the great American pastime, played in parks all over the country. What Major League Baseball team plays its home games in the Great American Ballpark? Kyle.
The Red Sox.
No, sorry. Any idea? Oh, we stumped you on the Reds, the Cincinnati Reds. It's the name of the valve at the left auricle of your heart with only 2 cusps or flaps instead of 3. It's also what your dentist might call a premolar. Amr.
Bicuspid.
You are correct. There are 20 common amino acids in the human body, and the names of 17 of them end in the same 3 letters. What 3 letters? Calvin.
ACG.
No, sorry. Amr.
ASE.
No, sorry, it's Ein, I-N-E. It was originally called Armistice Day to commemorate the signing of the treaty that ended World War I. We still celebrate it. Amr.
Declaration.
Oh, sorry, I have to take that as incorrect. We still celebrate it on November 11th, Northeastern, as a federal holiday. What day is it? Calvin.
Veterans Day.
You are correct for 20 points. For an object that travels in a circle, this vector quantity is the product of the moment of inertia and the angular velocity. What is this physical property? Kyle.
Momentum.
I need more specific information.
Circular momentum.
No, sorry, incorrect. Any idea, Chambersburg? It's angular momentum is the correct response. After winning the Battle of Buena Vista in the Mexican War, this popular hero was elected president in 1848. Who was old, rough, and ready? Amr.
Taylor.
Zachary Taylor, yes, his last compositions written from 1749 to 1750, and we were going for Johann Sebastian Bach. That sound takes us to the end of the round. What a nice game played. Northeastern was victorious and will return for round 2, but we hope you will return for a few short moments in just a few short moments.
Scorekeeping for WGAL8 Brainbusters, presented by Jennings College Consulting, where students discover the right college fit for the future. We'll return after this. Welcome back to WGAL8 Brainbusters, the Susquehanna Valley's longest-running high school quiz show. Once again, here's your host, Rich Rosen.
Well, hello, everybody. Thank you so much for staying with us. What an enjoyable game. We had a lot of fun with both of our teams today. Of course, congratulations to Northeastern on their victory, and we offer a round of applause to Chambersburg for a well-played match. I have to take into account of the fact that we had only one student from Chambersburg who had been here before. That was Amr. And so it's very difficult, and Lilybeth here, they both had been here before, but it takes a lot of practice and it takes a lot of warm-up. James, we say goodbye to you. You're a senior, but we know we're going to see Amr and Lilybeth on the next season of WGAL8 Brainbusters, but we're going to see Northeastern for round 2 when they return. Now, Calvin was the only player that has been here before. Well, Briley and Kyle, this was your debut. Well, you're coming back for round 2, and we're going to have a lot more fun in round 2 when everybody's a little more warmed up. Now, on the next WGAL8 Brainbusters, we're still welcoming our new teams. Up next is Elizabethtown versus Lower Dauphin. And we are expecting a very exciting and challenging match. We hope to have the pleasure of your company as well. I'm Rich Rosen. I'm signing off for now from everybody here at WGAL. And remember, keep asking questions because learning never stops. So long for now, and we'll see you next time.